Hello, brilliant entrepreneur. It's Tash Corbin here, and welcome to day 7 of Tashmas. This is episode number 139 of the Heart Centered Business Podcast. So, all the show notes and links that I refer to today can be found at tashcorbin.com/139. Now, because it's day 7 of Tashmas, and as is tradition with every day of Tashmas, I have a juicy business insight for you today, and it's got a lot to do with what's going on between your ears. We're going to be talking about mindset, and in particular, your money mindset. And I've got an awesome competition for you to win one of my most popular money tracking and money mindset tools, and it includes a free course. How cool is that? Let's get started. So it's no secret that I absolutely love and adore income tracking. I think it has been one of the most critical things that I have done consistently as I've grown my business that has helped me to improve my money mindset, pay attention to what's going on in my mind, whether it be during high income periods or low income periods or good times or bad times or crazy in between times. My daily income tracking habit has been the thing that's helped me identify what's going on and notice what I need to work on. Now, they say that there is no personal development journey like starting your own business. And I have to say, I agree with that statement 100%. Starting your own business, particularly when it's a personal brand business, when the biggest asset that you're selling is yourself, when it's all about your services and what you have to offer, it is so confronting. We have a lot of fears that come up for us. We have things about what we're worth. We have money blocks. We have visibility issues. We worry what people are thinking about us or saying about us behind our backs. And all of this stuff comes up for us. But guess where 99% of that stuff only happens? It only happens in our minds. So what we tell ourselves that people are saying about us, or what we tell ourselves that this money means, or this lack of money means, for 99% of it only happens in our minds. It doesn't actually actualize anywhere else other than in fear and in our mindset. And so that's why I 100% believe in money mindset practices, and in particular, having a daily habit that helps you notice your thoughts about yourself, your business, and your money. So today is actually about how money tracking isn't just about money tracking. For me, money tracking creates time and space for us to notice. It creates time and space for us to pay attention to what we are thinking and what we are feeling and what comes up for us when we think and feel about our businesses and ourselves and our money and what's going on for us on a daily basis. Because even for me, in high periods of high income, I'm very hesitant to do my income tracking. I still have mindset wobbles that are coming up. And so for me, creating this time and space on a daily basis to really notice means that I can grab things as they occur, that I can notice something that's creeping into my thoughts before it takes over my thoughts. It means that if I'm having a low income period in my business, it doesn't become a giant spiral that goes out of control. It is so powerful, and really the only way that I can demonstrate that to you and I can convince you of that, I think, is to get you tracking your income every day. Now, I read that it takes 66 days to form a habit now. Like, it's not 21 days like we thought, it's 66 days. And so in 2015, I decided enough was enough. I'm going to track my income every single day for 100 days. And that's where my 100 Days of Color program came from. Now, that starts on the 1st of January and the 1st of July every year. And that program was me trying to find a creative way to incentivize myself to do my income tracking every single day. And for me, as a deeply creative person, which you wouldn't have known if you'd met me 5 years ago, but I am a really deeply creative person, that progress art was the key to that. I love creating artworks. I love things like coloring in, although like just coloring in for no reason kind of, gets on my nerves a little bit sometimes. It's like, okay, well, what are we doing here? It's hard for me to sink into that practice, right? Some work to do on just sinking into the moment and enjoying my coloring in. But I was able to bring my love of all things creative and my love of all things money together and use progress art as a way of motivating myself to track my income every single day because I want to complete my progress art. Now, what ended up happening when I did that first 100 days was I created this giant canvas and I was going for 100K in 100 days. It was a giant stretch target for me. It would have required me almost tripling my regular income at that point in time. I didn't make it in the 100 days. I think it took me like 175 days or something crazy like that. But what it did for me was created this daily habit. And all of a sudden I could look back and notice what triggered me to stop the tracking. What was happening when things went wrong? What was just before the thing that meant that things went wrong? And up until that point, I got intellectually this whole concept of upper limit and energetic income level. But until you see it in black and white, you do not realize just how clearly this manifests for us on a consistent basis. So in that first 100 days, I saw I had a day where I had $11,000 of income coming in one day. Not only did my bank account get drained the very next day, my card got skimmed in Bali, but then for the subsequent 12 days, I didn't track my income and I hardly made a cent in my business. I was so focused on getting my money back and I was so triggered by this huge influx of income that I completely wiped myself out in terms of income generation. And anyone who knows me knows that consistent income generating activities is my thing. I love it. I've built up a pretty strong baseline income in my business, and I had one back then as well. I had the Heart Center Business Academy. It had over 50 members at that point in time. I had regular payments coming in from people who had never defaulted on their payments before. All of a sudden their credit card had expired or their payment didn't go through because of some random thing. And all this stuff was coming up. It's like I could not get money even if I wanted to. And clearly energetically, I did not want money. And so it was a trigger for me to work on this. It was a thing for me to notice because at that time, I thought the only thing that was impacting my money mindset was when I had low income days. And even until I looked back at what had triggered those low income days, I was still blaming getting my bank accounts drained on what was causing this money mindset issue for me. It was like, I've had my bank accounts drained. I need to pay attention to my money. And I cannot recover from low income days. Like low income days are completely derailing to me. And I was being mean to myself about my low income days. And I had some inner critic stuff coming up at the time. There was so much work for me to do. But when I took a step back and looked at that income tracking, I saw that those low income days were preceded by a super high income day. And if I hadn't been doing that money tracking so diligently for all of those days beforehand, I don't know that I would have put two and two together the way that I did once I looked back. And so for me, this whole money tracking thing, it's not just about tracking your income. It's not yes, what gets focused on gets improved. The law of attraction, the laws of the universe say if you focus on something, that is what will improve. But it's not just focusing on your money that improves or focusing on your income that improves. It's focusing on your mindset. It's focusing on your time and space to process what has just happened that day. And for me, this income tracking has actually supported not only my mindset, but also my strategy. Because when I track my income consistently and I get to the end of an income tracking period and I see, wow, I've hit my income goal. And then I look at, okay, well, how does that feel? And I do my journaling about it. Sometimes I'll be like, that was really hard. I don't want to do it like that anymore. And so it actually feeds into and informs my decisions about my business strategy. I'm not going to do a launch like that anymore. I'm not going to run those auctions as consistently as I have been running. Or, for me, it also fed into my decision to close down the Lean Startup School program because I was spreading myself so thin in the marketing process to get people into the takeoff program that I wasn't necessarily serving the takeoff ladies the way that I wanted to. So I felt like I was energetically blocking sales of takeoff because I didn't know that I could handle any more people, because I was still trying to nurture 2,000 people in Lean Startup School. And so all of those realizations came through my journaling as a result of my daily income tracking. So hopefully you can see by me sharing all of these like random behind the scenes stories that income tracking is not about income tracking, but it starts with income tracking. You need to make a decision that you're going to consistently track your income for an extended period of time, and that maybe this is a lifelong habit. I have now tracked my income every single day for over 3 years. And that is really awesome. That feels amazing to me. And that feels like something that I do want to do forevermore. I'm going to continue to track my income every single day. Even when I have $1 million day, I'm going to track it, right? Even when I'm making my billions or whatever it might be, I'm going to track my income every single day because it is such a revealer and it is such a powerful decision to give time and energy and attention to your money and your mindset. So hopefully you're on the bandwagon. And if you are, I have great news for you, because as part of the Tashmas celebrations, I'm giving away 10 copies of my income tracking and progress art book. Now, this is a very well-worn copy for those of you watching on video. This is my personal copy of 50 pages of color, and 50 pages of color is my income tracking progress art book. You can use it for other things other than income tracking, but I wanted to share with you, this is my artwork from March. So we're a few days into March. I'm recording this in a couple of days in advance for Tashmas. So it's up to the 4th of March. I'm recording today on the 5th of March. But this is my progress art coloring book that I did with the fabulous artist Tinarera. And we sell these books normally for $29. And I'm going to give away a free copy to 10 people. Now, what I want you to do is come over to the relevant post on my Facebook page. So it's the Tashmas Day 7 post. And I want you to tell me what you think your biggest money block is right now. Whether that be your business, it's something to do with your business, whether that be a mindset block, whether that be you're afraid to receive, whatever it is, I want you to tell me what your biggest money block is right now, what you think your biggest money block is right now, and that will be your entry, and I will pick 10 people to win, and I will pay for the postage. Now, if you're overseas, it sometimes costs me $35 to post these things. So, depending on where you are, this could be a very valuable prize. I will pay to get this into your hot little hands, and I will even write you a little personalized note to say thank you for being part of the Lady Posse. And it might just be like a little oracle card for you. I will channel you a message, right? So this is valued at $29 plus postage. I will pay for the postage. I will send it out to you no matter where you are. All you need to do is come to the post and let me know what your biggest money block is. Now, all the links and everything that you need are with the show notes for today. So you can go to tashcorbin.com/139 to see this episode and find the link to enter to grab your free copy of 50 pages of color. So hopefully you're on the money tracking train, and hopefully you're also one of the lucky winners of the prize for today. If not, we will have the link for you to go and purchase 50 pages of color if you would like to grab it. And do keep an eye out. We go into launch for the next round of 100 Days of Color in mid-May this year for us to start on the 1st of July together. So if you're interested in 100 Days of Color, which is my group program, do keep an eye out for that. That will be coming out in the next couple of months. Now, one of the things I do want to say is that 50 Pages of Color actually does come with a free course as well. There's a coupon code in the back and a link that will take you to the free course that comes with it. It basically teaches you how to use the book and then also some of my hints and tips on how to manifest money and build that abundance mindset as well. So if you have any questions, please do let me know. I'm really excited about this day of Tashmas. I always love talking about money. Now, I am no financial planner nor financial advisor. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a bookkeeper. I just am sharing this tracking exercise as one of the most powerful things that I've done to help raise my money mindset. Now, it is not a bypass for accounting and bookkeeping and all of those other things. Please make sure that you do take care of your money when it does come in. There are some amazing experts in the Lady Posse who can help you with that. But if the thing that's going on between your ears is the thing that needs attention, then I highly recommend money tracking as a consistent daily process. Until next time, thank you so much for joining me for this episode of the Heart-Centered Business Podcast. I've been Tash Corbin. You've been a fabulous listener, and I cannot wait to see you shine. Bye for now.